Listen closely.
And welcome back to CTF Walkthroughs. I'm your host, Callie Surfer, and it has been a while. After a few weeks of silence, I am back. We have a brand new CTF walkthrough today from TryHackMe, rated easy for difficulty, and the name is Chocolate Factory. This has Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory as the theme. And also, you can see that I'm wearing some new official CTF walkthrough swag. I have 5 large size official CTF walkthrough t-shirts to give away. And I'm also announcing that I'm opening a Discord server for CTF walkthroughs, which will be a hub for the community to work on CTF challenges together, and also a place to catch my live streams of ethical hacking, pen testing, and CTF walkthroughs. And also it can be a spot for community members to post their own walkthroughs and share with each other. So all you have to do is sign up for the Discord with the link below, drop a note into the hashtag t-shirt giveaway thread on there, and I'll be choosing a winner at random from those people who leave a note. And the 5 people who win, I'll send you your official t-shirt wherever you are in the world. So you can rock your CTF walkthrough swag as you work on your own CTF challenges. So without further ado, let's get right on into today's walkthrough. We are up and running. Let's first run a fast Nmap scan to get some of the open ports and services on the lower, more common ports. And we see we have an FTP. We'll continue on with a more detailed Nmap scan of all ports, all scans, and we'll put a output, speed of T4. That's on the scale of 1 to 5, and output normal as Nmap script scan. And we'll start up our notes here. Here we go. All right. Let's make a new notebook here for Choco Factory walkthrough. And here we go. We've got our Nmap results. And let's get started with our manual enumeration. We'll do some directory busting. And first, let's kick it off while that scan's running in the background with our FTP enumeration. We'll see if we can get in as an anonymous user. So FTP anonymous at, and then our target IP address here. We can put any password, and awesome. So we have anonymous FTP login. There's one file. Let's get that file. And I see I have to use sudo here, go into the temp folder so we can have write permissions on my parrot.sec box here. And let's try this one more time, downloading gumroom.jpg to our temp directory. And we'll exit out. Let's use steghide to see if we can extract. Oh, and there we go. We got a base 64 payload, it looks like. And we convert that to plain text, and we see we have a password file here. And we have a hash for Charlie's password. So let's just make a note of that hash. b64.txt. And then we've got that hash for Charlie. All right, so we're going to kick off John the Ripper and see if we can crack the hash with RockU, one of the most common word lists for pen testers and CTF players. We'll create a file called hash with just that hash there. And we'll run John now. Let's put the hash next, and then our word list will be RockU, which I have stored in our home Kali Surfer TryHackMe directory. And it's having some trouble with the hash type, I believe. So let's see what we can do here. It may be able to detect it, but we can use hash ID to see what kind of hash it is. Hash ID, and then we'll just copy and paste the hash. And it comes back with SHA-512 crypt. Okay, let's go back to our John command, and we'll specify now a format with tac format equals raw dash SHA-512. All right, we'll run that again. No password hash is loaded. That must be because I previously already cracked this hash with John. So if I do tac show, it should work, but I probably need to put the hash as well. So let's drop the name hash back into our command. There it is, CN7824. That's our password for Charlie. So where can we use this credential? Well, we could try SSH. We could try looking at the HTTP site to see if there's a login. Looks like there's some email, POP3. Don't know what that service is on 113 or 119. That could be critical here. Let's check out the website. Squirrel Room. Maybe it's here. Let's put in our creds. Charlie and CN, I think it was 7824, was it? And doesn't like it. Let's check our creds. 7824. Try one more time. And execute. Looks like we have remote code execution here built into the website. This is very CTF-y. You won't really ever see this like on an actual pen test. You'd have to discover RCE for yourself with an exploit. So let's do a few test commands, see if anything's blocked. Who am I? Okay, that file looks interesting. The key rev key. Let's try catting it out. And it appears to be obfuscated, so we can't read it yet. So we do need to get some command line access. So let's try sending ourselves a reverse shell. And we'll use the program shells, which can quickly spin up any kind of rev shell that you need. Let's just check our listening IP. And actually, we don't need the IP from the target. We need our own IP. So let's check on that. That's right. We'll open a subterminal, IPA, cut and paste our ton0 connection. And we'll do it on quad 8s. Use normal encoding, Python 3, no encoding. And before we launch this payload, let's check and see which Python we have here. Is it Python or Python 3? It's Python without the 3. So we'll just add Python, and then we'll start the payload with the tac-c for command. And when we hit execute, sweet, we caught it. So we are www-data. And next up, we want to check that rev file to see what's in there. And then we'll work on escalating our privileges from our initial foothold up to probably it's going to be the user Charlie, but we'll see what happens here. So we got in with a Python reverse shell payload, and we'll see how stable our shell is in a minute. Who am I? Looks like we're part of the sudo group. That could be interesting. Let's cat out key rev key. And we see here a bunch of stuff. Oh, it says, congrats, you found the key. Let's save that, and let's save everything around it just in case. Like there looks to be a obfuscated name above, or maybe just a crazy name. We might need that later. So we'll cut and paste that here into our findings. All right. Okay, we found it in that file, key rev key. Now let's check out some other directories, see what we have. There's a Charlie user on the box. We can get in, we can see some files. We can't cat out the user.txt because we don't have read permissions, but there are two fishy files here, teleport and was it teleport pub? Ooh, and we have what looks to be an SSH key, a private SSH key. So we might be able to use this to SSH our way into the box as Charlie. Let's copy that over to our attack box. All right, so we'll just create a teleport file here. And good, the formatting looks correct. We'll :WQ to write and quit using Vim. And we'll chmod 600 this one for appropriate permissions for private SSH keys. And now let's try just checking it out. Okay, permissions are set. We'll do a sudo ssh taci teleport. That's our private SSH key. And then we're going in as Charlie at, and we need our target IP again. What is that? Okay, we'll copy that over. Paste that in, and let's see if we can connect. Yes. Awesome, we're in as Charlie. So we're gonna look around, see if we can cat out that user flag. Just making a note here that we found the private SSH key and it worked to get us in as Charlie. Okay, let's go into our home, into our Charlie directory, and we can cat out user.txt now. Okay, let's grab that, drop it in. Okay, and drop that in. Now we just have to get our root flag, so we need a way to Privesc up to root. Let's check first to see if we have any special sudo permissions. Then we could look at cron jobs. We could look at files with the SUID bit set. There are a lot of ways we could Privesc, but we see here we have a sudo permission on V. And checking out GTFO bins leads us straight to a one-liner. Looks like there are two ways to do it here under sudo or shell. So we could use the one-liner, or we could go into V with sudo. And then we can set a shell and then just do : shell. and we should be in. Bin bash and :shell. And you see the hashtag there, we are root. So we can go into the root directory now and gather, so instead of a root text, we have a root.py. And it looks like with this script, we have to use our key that we found earlier on in that, I think it was rev key rev or key rev key, something like that in that file. So let's run it. We know we have Python on this box, so we'll use Python and then root.py. And enter the key. Let's go grab the key. We saved it somewhere. We saved it in, there it is. There it is. That's the key. Starting with B. Let's paste that in. And, we are owner of the chocolate factory. Yes. We got our root flag. Let's collect our street cred and let the confetti rain down. We just pwned another box. This is Chocolate Factory. Hope you enjoyed today's walkthrough, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube and also join the Discord server for your chance to win one of 5 large size official swag t-shirts from CTF walkthroughs, so you can rock these as we solve CTFs together. That's it for today. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.